questions 1 through 10 of the 2000 Grade 8 Gauss Math Contest. The value of 2 to the 5th plus 5 is, well, 2 to the 5th is, of course, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, like this. And then you're going to add a 5. So this first part is 32 plus 5, and therefore that becomes 37. So the answer to number 1 is B. A number is placed in the box to make the following statement true. 8 plus 7 over some number plus 3 over 1,000 is equal to 8.073. So what we can do to make this a little bit easier is first break up the 8.03 number into decimals, but breaking it up into different parts. So we've got 8, we've got 0.07, and we have 0.003. So this 3 over 1,000 is here. So that essentially means that this is equal to that. So 7 over some number is equal to 0.07. So that is basically what the question boils down to. And therefore, this box must be 100. Because 7 divided by 100, you can do it in your calculator, is 0.07. So the answer to number 2 is B. The value of 5 plus 4 minus 3 over 5 plus 4 plus 3 is, the numerator becomes 9 minus 3, which is 6. The denominator becomes 9 plus 3, which is 12. And if you reduce this to lowest terms, it becomes a half. So the answer to number 3 is D. In the addition shown, a digit either the same or different can be placed in each of the two boxes. What is the sum of the two missing digits? So we just try to figure this out manually, and let's see what we get. So the first one, they give us all, and 3 plus 1 plus 8, of course, is 12. So it becomes a 2, and you carry the 1. So now 1 plus 6 plus 9 plus some number is 8, according to what they've given us. But it could be 18 or 28, we don't know. So we've got 16 plus some number, x, let's say, is equal to 8. But obviously it can't be 8. It's got to be 18. So that number is 2. So you carried the 1 because it was 18. And therefore we got 15 and 1, which is 16. And they've told you that it's 21. So 16 plus some number y is equal to 21. Therefore y is 5. So this number is 5. So the sum of the two missing digits, the two missing digits were 5 and 2. And their sum is 7. So for the answer is E. The graph shows the complete scoring summary for the last game played by the 8 players on the Gaussian Guardians intramural basketball team. The total number of points scored by the Gaussian Guardians was. So they're saying that these 8 players all score a certain number of points, and we just have to add them up, total number of points. So let's see, Daniel looks like 7, Curtis 8 points, Sid is 2, Emily 11, Kaylin 6, Hyojeong is 12, Ty is 1, and Winston 7. So if you add all these up, you get 54. So the answer is A. In the diagram, what is the value of x? All right. Well, this angle is vertically opposite 60. And because it is vertically opposite, it will be the same. So this angle here is 60 also. And then you can use the sum of the angles is equal to 180 rule to calculate for x. So 40 plus 60 plus x is 180. and therefore x is equal to 80. So the answer for number 6 is B. During the week, the Toronto Stock Exchange, Toronto is a city in Ontario, Canada, that's where I'm from actually, made the following gains and losses. On Monday, minus 150, Tuesday, plus 106, Wednesday, minus 47, Thursday, 182, and Friday, minus 210. And they're asking, what is the net change for the week? So you just add them all up. Minus 150, plus 106, minus 47, plus 182, and minus 210. And this equals minus 119. So the net change for the week is a loss of 119. So 7 would be A. X symbol y is x plus y squared. So what is 2 symbol 3? So they've defined this new function, and they've told you that if you have two numbers, it will be x plus y squared. So now use this exact same rule on 2 and 3. So it would be 2 plus 3 squared, like that. And that is 2 plus 9, which is equal to 11. So the answer to number 8 is C. Of the following 5 statements, how many are correct? All right, let's go through these and let's ensure that we don't make any silly mistakes, because you might say, oh, this is easy, but it's the easy ones that sometimes people make silly mistakes and then end up getting them wrong. Ends up a big heartbreak. So what is 20% of 40? So you'd multiply 0.2 times 40, and if you do that, you'll get 8. So they gave us the correct answer there. So this is correct. Let's go to the next one. What is 2 to the power of 3? Well, 2 to the power of 3 is 8. And they gave us the correct answer there. So that's correct. So now we are at 3. 7 minus 3 times 2. So if you remember bed mass, that's the order that you do. Brackets, exponents, division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. So multiplication comes before subtraction. So this would be 7, do this one first. 3 times 2 is 6, so 7 minus 6, and then you do the subtraction. So this is 1. So they gave us an answer of 8. So this is wrong. This statement is wrong. Incorrect. Now let's go to number 4. 3 squared minus 1 squared. 9 minus 1, and that is equal to 8. So what they told us is correct. And finally, the last one. 2 times 6 minus 4 all squared. 6 minus 4 is 2. And then 2 squared is 4, and therefore this becomes 2 times 4, which is 8. So that's correct. So it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 of these are correct, and therefore the answer for number 9 is D. Carl had his salary reduced by 10%. He was later promoted, and his salary was increased by 10%. If his original salary was $20,000, what is his present salary? Well, a wrong answer, tempting wrong answer, is saying, well, it was reduced by 10 and then increased by 10, so he's back up to the same amount. And that would be wrong. You can't do it like that. So they've said that his original salary is $20,000, right? So initially, it's reduced by 10%. So his salary becomes 90% of what it used to be. It was reduced by 10. So this is equal to $18,000. And then this $18,000 salary is increased by 10%. So that means 1.1 times 18,000 is now his new salary. And if you do this, it is 19,800. So his present salary is 19,800. So therefore the answer to number 10 is B.